One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the MAC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cyclones will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Memphis Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, in the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. Wide open spaces. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now first and 10 from the 29. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's now 2nd down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing on the run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little back up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. It's really helping out this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Lewis to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
The sure hands, it's Townsend. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cyclones line up trying to move the sticks on third and short.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Now it's third and goal. On the run, it's Hansen. And he's dragged down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he's knocked down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Hansen.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch, it's Sauer. Oh, a lot of space. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Iowa State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative.
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Avoids pressure. He's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Lots of running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Now the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air, it's Beck. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cyclones. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. Turning on the Jets. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Makes the grab down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Lewis to throw. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. A return there would have just been ice. Cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball squirted out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Rides the back on the option, the give. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. It's Hansen. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Lewis wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dances away. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here we go, the final play of the game right here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.